Hello? Hello, everybody, and welcome to the This Week in the Tech Boy podcast. Hopefully, this is going live. I'm doing a test. So, what's this say? Let's say excellent connection? Yes, okay. So, this is actually live. You can actually see this. All right. That must be the delay. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to This Week in the Tech Boy podcast. We have so much to. We have so much to talk about today. I'm just going to go through a few tests as this is going on. So let me make sure that the audio is working. Yes? All right, great. Now I just have to make sure that the audio test. No, I don't want to hear my audio. So, oh, there it is. Audio microphone away. Away. Testing, testing. Test. All right, great. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the This Week in the Tech Boy podcast. We have so much to talk to you about today. I just want to make sure one thing that the audio of my video is coming through. This is the regular software. Didn't decide to work. All right, test. Anyway, this is being used on a software called vMix, so we can get ready for everything that's happening today. But I can do this neat and fun transition. Boom. All right, there it is. That's our fun transition for today using a software called vMix. I'm glad that you all can see everything that is being shown. All right, we have so much to talk about today. I have my list up right here. We're going to be talking about this new internet trend. We're going to be talking about some videos, some 2000s PC programs. I am now the #1 search result on Google when you talk about that. And of course, let's talk about techboy.org and once again, some 2000s computer programs and the Apple MacBook M4 released. So, without further ado, and I know how the people from that podcast hate that, let's get to my favorite website, TheTechBoy.org, to see what tech trends are in for us today. All right. So, this. I thought I muted you. Okay. Anyway, this is TheTechBoy.org, and this is, of course, the website that we use. Hope you guys can see this on the screen. Samsung Galaxy released these Samsung Galaxy A50 series of devices, and oof, yeah. So this is the Galaxy A56, A36, and A26 5G. You may be wondering, what do you mean this is the A56, A26, and A36 5G? Yeah, they're all the same size. They all have the same specting like that. So, I I'm not really sure how. Wait, you can't see. Let me go. Wait. Go back to where you belong. There we go. I'm not really sure how this is supposed to differentiate itself from anyone or stand out from the crowd. In fact, I'm going to bring up the Samsung newsroom uh, announcement as it goes to here. You guys can go read through the article itself. Here's the Samsung newsroom announcement that I got this from. So I got these from artificial intelligence summary of them. I wasn't going to sit here and write an entire article yapping about a super basic phone. I guess that's my job, but whatever. Anyway, this is the Galaxy A56, A36, and A26 5G. Anyway, I'm just checking through the camera here. I'm going to scroll through here. You guys can go read this through for yourselves if you want. Oh, it's so small. There we go. Here are the specs. Yes, guys, look, the entire display is 6.7 inches for the A56, A36, and A26. They all have the same exact display. And it's a good display too. 120 Hz, which means it's better than the iPhone 16e. Heck, even the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus. It has Vision Boost too. And they're all the same size. And it's also bigger than all those phones as well, except for the iPhone 16 Plus. I think they might be the same size as well. Only the iPhone 16 Pro Max is bigger than it at 6.9 inches. Now, when you have the same dimensions in weight, essentially, look, yes, the A56 5G is 0.7, I guess, millimeters, longer, smaller, because I guess they each have marginally smaller bezels, except for the A26. Wow, what a chonker here, 162 versus 164. So yeah, other than the bezels, they're essentially the same size and weight. Only the A26 is heavier than the A36 because of the extra bezel it has there, and I don't know why the A56 is an extra 3 grams. And since this is America, I'm going to do this in freedom units, 3 grams to pounds. Absolutely nothing. I said it on ounces. Ounces. Yeah, so 3 ounces. So it's an extra 0.1 of an ounce, guys. So, yeah, that's it. Alright, now, let's look at the camera specifications here. Again, it's not much to be, to be talking about. Like a 12 megapixel versus 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera. Ultra-wide cameras are trash anyway. 50 megapixel main camera. Same, f-stop at 1.8. They all have the same 5 megapixel macro camera, except for the cheapest version of it. And actually, you see that the front camera is 13 megapixels on the A26, but 12 megapixels on the other ones, which means the sensor size is just better on the these phones right here. But first for that, that's essentially the same thing. Now, there is a processor, and I did go to the processor, and I did do Versus.com. Went to Versus.com to check out the processor, and the A36, and I assume the A26 as well, is using the Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 mobile platform. Now, the Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 mobile platform, it's a decent chip, and the A56 5G is using the Samsung's own in-house Exynos chip. I looked it up on Versus.com, and according to Versus.com, the Exynos chip is better. So let me get those statistics up there for you guys. But that's really interesting. Like, the cheaper phones get the Snapdragon. Also, I mean, there's literally nothing to talk about for those phones. I mean, sure, the design is decent. They have decent cameras. But Snapdragon 6 Gen. But I mean, they all are essentially carbon copies of each other. I mean, they're all the same. I mean, if I was going to look at the phone and this is the A26 compared to say the A56, I'd be like, how am I supposed to know what the differences are in this phone just from looking at it? Usually you can do that. I mean, usually with these phones, especially with like the 20s and the 10s and stuff like that, you can tell because like one of them's gonna have like a chin, one of them's gonna have like a U-shaped notch, or etc. With this, it's going to be the exact same phone here. And the Samsung Exynos 1580 is barely better. It's barely better than the chip that they put onto the phone here. Hopefully you guys can see. Let's see what transition we're going to do. Fly. There we go. Here's the Qualcomm Snapdragon versus the Samsung Galaxy's own in-house Exynos. 69 versus 61. Sounds like a college basketball game going there. Oh, there's March Madness season starting. But let's look at what makes Exynos better. So it is 10% faster for all you gamers out there who value that 10% speed increase. Especially, but if you are a gamer, then you're probably going to be playing a lot better games than than whatever these phones can handle. Alright, and it has a faster RAM speed. I always, when I go look for a phone, I always compare the RAM speed between each other. And I know that people buying low-cost phones as well will also be looking into the RAM speeds of their phones. Alright, now, this is actually a useful improvement. Almost 2 times faster download speeds. That's actually very useful, okay? Yes, let's talk about that. Alright, and, better GPU clock speed again for the speed demon gamers out there. HMP, which is heterogeneous multiprocessing, which is more advanced version of the big little technology, as everyone knows. All right, and it has more memory bandwidth and uses multi-threading. All right, now let's go over to the Qualcomm Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 and see what the benefits of this is. Fast uploads. So that's it. So if you want the faster phone by 10% and 2 times faster downloads, go with Samsung Galaxy Exynos 1580. But if you want fast uploads, go with the A26 and A36 series of devices. So that's interesting right there. So let's check to see if we have any comments that have come in to tell me what they think about these phones. All right. But that's not all we've come to talk about on the TechBoy.org. Of course, the best website on the internet. Speaking of the internet, and oh wow, we got David Jarvie saying he'd never wear a hat like that because he couldn't carry it off. Well, this is America, and I have my America hat on today. Well, I wear this hat in almost every video from now on. It's like my trademark. It's like my trademark thing. So, unfortunately, it is not going to show comments on the screen, so I'm going to have to just... This is that YouTube didn't want to log in. So I'm going to have to log out from YouTube to log back into YouTube. Oh, wait, no, you guys only get the... You didn't see that, did you? Let me check. No, you can't see this. No, okay. Yeah, you guys didn't see that. Good. That's... if you see this, you guys will be trying to be hacking into the website. We can't have any of that. Yes, you can manage my YouTube account. Alright, great. So I've logged in. Great. Alright, now I'm going to import my comments. I think it's called social. QRS, no? No, it does not. Let's see, how do you import comments here? Oh, I'm gonna use the stupid link. Okay. So here's the vMix social browser. Alright, well, if we ever get another comment, I can show it to you guys on the screen. But thank you, David, for your comment, who said he couldn't pull off a hat like this. Alright, so let me show you guys to a screen that we can talk about. Anyway, this is the Galaxy A56 5G series of devices. It's an interesting series of devices, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to sell well, because the A series of devices, and those series of devices will sell well. And another interesting thing is that they do have Samsung Galaxy AI enabled on them, and also Samsung Galaxy One UI 7 before users of the S24 Ultras officially got their One UI 7 updates. Now, speaking of updates, you may be wondering, why am I using this weird background behind me? This background being the Windows Vista wallpaper, and that is because today we're going to be talking about old software. In fact, if you go into Google right now and search, actually we can do this live. If you go into Google right now and you search That's a nice transition right there. Um, what software did teens use in the early 2000s? The number one search result, after you see this AI thing here, which is actually based off of the 1 day ago post that happened on Reddit. And as you all know, things don't just happen. Things don't just, burst into existence. Sorry, redeemed Zoomer. Anyway, here is software. What software did teens use in the early 2000s? I made this thread and somehow I went viral without anyone actually insulting my intelligence or yelling at me. I know. It's like a miracle that I actually went viral on Reddit without someone yelling at me. I mean, that's unprecedented right there. All right. Anyway, we have over 400 comments on here and 100,000 views. Right now, the view count is at 121,000 views. I assure you, I can read. And unfortunately, I haven't gotten through all the comments. See, I already have 7 unread messages here as well. But I'm just going to go through some of the top ones. I actually downloaded some of the top ones a few hours ago while preparing to do this. And we're going to talk about what softwares the teens use to, do stuff. Back in the early 2000s, which was an era of time that, which was an era of time that I forgot that this isn't like the other software where I can go off and try to do stuff. So which was an era of time that everything might have been a bit more offline. So I'm gonna go find my Grok chat. Let's see, Grok. And it will pull up all the software mentions in here. I actually got accused of being a felon because of this, and we'll talk about this when we get to the SSA LTW segment of, here it is. It was asking me about, Zoe 101, where the boys are using a spy tool, accessing with their computers to spy on the girls. So I was just wondering if any of the other Redditors did something of the same. They didn't, I did, and apparently that's felon. But Texas is a one-party state, so what I did was totally legal. And you guys can go read about that in SSA LTW. Not yet, but it's coming up soon. Anyway, so here are going to be some of the top softwares, and I had Grok categorized them for you guys. But one of them is Encarta, and I do like that we're starting off strong with Encarta. I actually downloaded Encarta on my system. I'm thinking I have like this virtual desktop here. It has the Vista screensaver. And I know you guys can't see this, and I downloaded some of the software. Now, some of the software I didn't download, I don't know where it's been. I just downloaded the little icons, and I'm going to make a video about them. So right now we got Winamp, which is apparently a media player. We got AIM, which doesn't work anymore, so we got the video there. ICQ, another picture. Kaza, which is a chatting application, I believe. LimeWire, I don't want to go to jail, so there's a picture of that. And DC++, which is apparently a sharing program. Lots of the programs apparently they say that teens were using, and I believe them. It's like I can go back in time and fact check them. If I could go back in time, I wouldn't waste it on traveling to some Redditor's house. Oh wow, we already have almost 700 comments now. Anyway, so yeah. Some of these comments, most of the comments actually were talking about software that was just used to transfer other things. So lots of peer-to-peer clients as well. But the top comment here is Encarta. Alright, and then this guy nicely switched them out. So for AIM was huge. Everyone was talking about AIM and MSN Messenger. We'll talk about MSN later on the show. And then Internet Explorer, Firefox, and Opera. Weirdly enough, they were talking about that. Now, here's another thing. Adobe software. They were talking about Photoshop. Photoshop. People really, really loved Photoshop as well. Winamp, LimeWire. And I downloaded Winamp. We can probably display it for you guys as well if I can get the inputs to work correctly. Alright, and I know it may not look like I responded to all the comments, but I really did try to. So, if any of the Redditors are watching right now, hopefully you guys can thank you. And if I didn't respond to your comment, I guess leave a comment so I can tell you. Alright, speaking of comments, I'm gonna go check them, so let's stop sharing the screen for now. Alright, and also I'm gonna pull up my list. I downloaded the comments, well, actually when it was at 400, and it can tell me what some of the most popular things were. I had AI rank them for me, so it's very, very useful tool there. Alright, let's also, oh, I'm supposed to be checking for comments. No, no, no. Alright, no comments yet. Alright, um, anyway, so here is Grok. It's giving us a summary of what the software was used in the early 2000s. I think this is really interesting because, of course, back then internet speeds were not as good, so stuff would have had to work offline. Of course, processing power wasn't as good as it was now, so of course it would have to work, you know, faster. Or, people just have to be a bit more patient. And I think one of the interesting things is that, we've already can do and accomplish things with computers. It's not like we're going to be opening up any new groundbreaking discoveries. What do you guys think? Do you think we're going to open up any new groundbreaking discoveries? Like we got, ChatGPT and people just using it for stupid stuff. Are we going to have anything new in the next 5 years that's genuinely useful? And I'm going to say genuinely useful, which kind of excludes video games. So yes, we always need more processing power to run holographic worlds in video games and etc. But anything actually useful or maybe fun, but I guess then we'd have to include video games. So I think that. In fact, this computer, like I'm running a streaming service off it, and it looks like it's running fine. Only using about 5% CPU. My phone, perfectly fine for what we need it to do. I'm pretty sure even those A56s might be perfectly fine for what we need it to do, except when I have to edit video, which I do not do on my computer, but, I haven't found a good editor. My computer's sometimes slow, even though it's good, which I kind of disproves the point of, like, do we really need any more computing power? All those computers that are coming out, we all know, what those computers are being used for, and I guess we can make this as another point after we get through the 2000 software. So let's get to that. All right, let's do. Oh, okay, that's a nice transition there. Anyway, so here's what it had. The number one thing that people were saying, according to me and according to the AI, was chat and messaging. It says MSN Messenger was mentioned 14 times. So MSN Messenger, ICQ, and AIM almost tied 14, 13, and 10, all mentioned, favored for its buddy list and away messages. So it seems like most teens, as they do today with Discord and Instagram, some person was talking about Telegram, teens don't use Telegram, and Snapchat. Right, the number one thing they do with computers is messaging. So it's just computers or phones, and phones are computers. Alright, so that's not really interesting. Then Skype, MIC, RIP, RIP. Oh, and, well, Discord doesn't count. Yahoo Messenger. There we go. Alright, LimeWire. PTP was huge. I mean, 17 mentions PTP and Kazaa, which is also, this thing. Like I said, LimeWire, it's probably, I know it's not illegal, but it's like a joke. It's probably illegal. Right? These softwares, apparently teens really love chatting and like stealing music. Back in 2002. So, to the person who's told me don't admit to committing felonies on the internet, which I didn't, talk to these people. Talk to LimeWire and Kazaa users and ask them, what were you doing and what kind of felonies were you committing in your bedroom, pre-2002? Alright. But, that's not really interesting. There was this person talking about some American Girl CD that she had. I'm assuming it's a girl, where she would create her own storylines. That's interesting. That's neat. That's cool. Right? That's what I really want to know what you were doing with. DC++, which I downloaded. Alright, great. Then we have media players. Winamp. Winamp is really getting loved here. I mean, 23-5. Which again sounds like a bad college basketball score or like a football score where both teams suck. Alright, Winamp, I downloaded it on my computer. It looks really interesting, but it looks kind of like oldish. Alright, Windows Media Player and VLC for things here for media playing. Round out the top. Oh, and iTunes. iTunes did get some more mentions as well. Alright, CD and DVD burning. People love talking about alcohol 120%. There was in all the comments that talked about CD and DVD burning as well. I also, again, what were you burning your CDs and DVDs for? If you just, I mean, right now the top computer programs are file downloading programs, messaging programs. So what are you burning a CD for? And games, Diablo, Counter-Strike, SimCity, oh, and Doom. Everyone talks about Doom and how it can run off like some lamp or something. Which was a very famous post that I had once. And that's basically saying those are the top posts, those are the top tools as well. So I know there's more in there, and we might want to do a more deeper dive video looking into this phenomenon. But this kind of opens us up into another phenomenon, which is we all know what you're using your computers for, right? We all know what these people are using their computers for. I mean, we just went to what 2000 kids using their computers for. The number one thing, the thing that got the most amount of mentions, other than the thing that got the most amount of mentions, Winamp at 23 mentions, is just a music player, and 17 mentions plus 15 mentions combined, AIM, MSN, MSN and ICQ got 14 and 13. And then the file sharing, LimeWire and Kazaa, 15 mentions. So, essentially tied with MSN and LimeWire and Kazaa is AIM and MSN and all these software. So essentially the top things that teens like to do is share files, share, chat with their friends, and listen to music. Listen to music overall, number one. And we all know that's the same thing too. Look, you look at some teen's phone, right? You look at their phone, you're going to see that the top applications are going to be Instagram, Snapchat, and, those would be for communicating with their friends. And then we're going to have, someone's going to have Spotify, or YouTube Music, or Apple Music, or even that music app that just died and came back and died and came back. It's some app that rips YouTube Music. That's what it's called. It's an iOS only app, which is kind of weird because it rips YouTube. Like that should be an Android feature or whatever. It rips YouTube so you can hear music for free. You can pay $6. You don't have to have any ads. And apparently Google got mad, of course, so they sued. It's a whole story, right? So if you look on someone's phones, it's going to be some of the top applications. Amazon Music. Some music playing application, and teens pirate, they just do it off the internet now. So yeah. So anyway, this all goes to say that the Apple released the new M4 MacBook Air, and we all know what you guys are going to be doing on these computers, and you know how we know we're going to do it. And this is going to be a rant, right? When you social media people, go record a video, right? You have your nice computer up here, 17 inches of screen. You have so much processing power, and that's why I was really interested in this thread. You have so much processing power at your disposal. But no, you take your $1,000 computer and your $1,000 phone, and you record with your phone what's on your computer. Now, you might be saying, hey, you're being a hypocrite. You did that. Yes, but this was for a video of the show of malware that I created on my computer, with my computer doing something that my phone, for one, just couldn't actually do. And then I had to show it on the computer as a short show. I was going to do it like this. You people are going around and making Canva documents and chatting with your friends, especially with that new Apple feature where essentially you can ping your phone to, where you can ping your phone with your MacBook. So essentially now kids are going to be putting their phones in their pocket or something and just using their MacBook as a giant $1,000 remote to their phone. To go snap their friends. Snapchat has a web interface. Use it. Anyway. And when they're wannabe influencers or something, pull out their phones and they start recording what's on their screen, and it's just a chat message that was literally on their phone. Take a screenshot, for crying out loud, and edit the video. Or it's hey guys, do you see this? Do you see this? Do you see this? Do you see this? And it's some donut on the screen. Hey guys, this is so cool. Hey guys, this is so cool. It's just them looking at the web browser. Again, screen recording exists. Alright, and anyway, we all know what they're doing with these computers. We all know that with, say, let's see what this does. Apple M4 MacBook Air. That's what this device is here. They released it for a low price of $9.99. It's gonna sell well. No, it's quote unquote sky blue. It's not sky blue. That's silver with some type of metallic finish. But sure, and it has the same ports What's one lonely headphone jack port over here? Uh, and yes, guys, you all know the MacBook Air is skinny. Notice the product placement as well. Look at this. iPhone 16 just kind of like sitting around right there. Also, I know that iPhone 16 is selling well. We all know that iPhone 16 is selling well. In fact, we all like Isabella has one. So if she has one, then we all know that all the popular people has one as well. All right. Here's some pictures of the laptop. But like, oh, okay, yeah, two USB-C ports, a headphone jack, and a MagSafe. We all know that the people who are using these computers aren't really using them for anything important. They're not really using them to do anything useful. And that is on them because they're all wasting their time and being unproductive people. But it's also on society as a whole as well as these app developers, right? Which maybe it's because of demand. Let's go look at Canva's desktop app requirements. Okay, you're like, I didn't know Canva had a desktop app. Wow, I'm so glad. This is great. It's actually made my day. And I mean, that's what I thought when I heard that Canva had a desktop app. I'm like, finally, they came around and figured out, hey, you know what would be nice if we could use the computers that we have to work offline, like on a plane or something, without having to use like Starlink. Here it is. These are the Canva desktop app requirements for Windows and Mac. Alright, so for Windows, you need a 1 gigahertz core processor or a 64-bit Intel Apple M1 for Mac. Fine, whatever. They want you to have a computer that was made in the last 5-6 years. Fine, whatever. They recommend at least 4 gigabytes of RAM for Canva. Yes, guys, they recommend 4 gigabytes of RAM for Canva. You all know what Canva is. Are you really thinking, okay, you need 1 gigabyte of free space, again, for Canva. This app still requires you to be connected to the internet. Yes, guys, this 1 gigabyte app still requires you to be connected to the internet, because if you search up Canva offline, they don't create an offline version. And why? Why doesn't Canva create an offline version? You're still going to be caught with the top applications, even from the 2000s, working like this. But when they did list the applications that worked offline, which I asked for, but everyone started giving me like random chat apps like AIM. Yes, guys, we all know you use AIM, right? I noticed you use AOL and you're sending emails after that movie. That's great for you, but that doesn't work offline. Anyway, I don't get it. Like what? Why? Why does Canva need internet access? You can have a free downloadable, like all the assets can be free and downloadable. The free ones, right? They can each be searched and they can each be tagged. And do you know how I know this works? Because Microsoft Word 2007, that's what I grew up on. That's what came with the computer apparently. So I did school reports and projects on that when I was allowed to type. Because of backup. Anyway, if you wanted clip art or something in there for a presentation, you could type in there on this old computer from like 2007. Had like a terabyte of storage or something. Alright, so it's not this fast computer. My phone is guaranteed to be faster than it. This computer is very guaranteed to be faster than it. If you wanted that, you could have gotten that. And you could search through the clip art and you could add it into stuff. Like, why does Canva not have that? Just make the requirements better. Uh, like, just, like, why do we not have an offline version of Canva? Or a Canva-like offline tool? Like, are you guys telling me that dragging an image around the screen... I'm not even talking about the collaboration thing. Are you telling me that dragging an image around the screen and, making a thumbnail is that hard? Because one of the other popular applications in here, in the Reddit thread, was Photoshop CS3. And I'm pretty sure Photoshop CS3 could do what, I'm pretty sure Photoshop CS3 could do what, Canva could do back then, right? And people might be like, why aren't you using Photoshop if you care that much? Well, first of all, Photoshop costs insane amounts of money. The kids here, when they were using Photoshop, this version of Photoshop cost them $100-something, and it still cost them $100-something. They could still be using it right now if they wanted to. Photoshop for me would cost me $20 a month, so that might be good. $200 a year, and then it's gonna cost me $200 a year till the day I die. I'm not gonna pay for that. Also, Photoshop is hard to use, and it's cumbersome, right? Why is there nothing like Canva, which is kind of easy to use, and that works on like a Mac, right? And then, it works offline. How is that hard? How is that even hard for Canva to work offline, or an app like Canva to work offline? Like, people are paying thousands and thousands of dollars for these for this MacBook. Let's look at the mid-spec M4 MacBook. Here's the mid-spec M4 MacBook. Let's go through this. Let's go buy through one. What the? Oh, that's a MacBook Pro. Oh, okay. Let's go. I'm gonna go to the M4. Ew. Fine, whatever. Let's do a MacBook Pro. Fine. Let's do the base spec MacBook Pro, because I guess they don't have the M4s on sale yet. Hopefully you guys can see this on the screen. Here we go. We're going to go through a choose your own MacBook Pro demonstration here. So we got 14-inch for $15.99. Let's choose this one here. Right, so let's go through this. So let's say you want a laptop for Canva. 14 inches is good enough. Anyway, 10-core GPU, 16 gigabytes of RAM, half a terabyte of storage. You got your display, and of course you got your ports, right? And you're gonna be paying $1,600 for this. You're telling me that someone who paid for this, who paid $1,000, maybe $1,200 for a MacBook, is just gonna be happy using Canva as a desktop app, but only works online? Yes, they will be happy. No, they shouldn't be. This is just wrong. Like, it should work offline. Like, we had teens using all these applications offline, back in the day as well. I mean, let's look at Encarta. I downloaded a version of it. This is the last version of Encarta, from 2009. So I'm gonna have to switch inputs here. But this is Encarta Kids, and I'm gonna bring up the regular Encarta as well. All right. And it was a decent encyclopedia. It actually brought forth some new technological advancements. As I say in my MSN video essay, the video essay called The Downfall of MSN. So as you can see in this video, you guys can go watch about Encarta. We're not going to watch the video now. But in Encarta, Microsoft essentially had its own built-in linking system that allowed it to link to other things in the dictionary, kind of like the World Wide Web, except Encarta worked offline. And I don't understand why, if people can get something like this to run on some random computer terminal in a library that hasn't been updated since the since the Encarta has been updated, which is really, really long. Because when you see on the screen, I'm going to see if I can add an input. You see on the screen, I mean, Encarta still has like George Bush as president in its last update. So, that's old. Here is Microsoft Encarta. Here's Encarta. This is the old Encarta screen. Hopefully you guys enjoy this as well. So this is Microsoft Encarta, everybody. This is software that is running from 2009. So imagine a computer from 2009 running this software. Let's see what we want to do here. Also, we got Encarta Kids. I guess I can show that to you as well. So we can go here. We go. Let's do just regular Christianity. You have this nice. There we go. You have this nice long article in here about Christianity. Now, I don't know why they decided that you can have an article here, but like nothing here. It's not like it's gonna have any ads. Um, but it's a nice, long, detailed article, and you can see how some of this stuff is popped up here. Ooh, guys, look, it's hymns, which apparently women aren't allowed to write now. Thanks to the great theological, you know, great theological expertise of Jack Harper. Thank you, Jack Harper over on X, for saying that women can't write hymns for wasting my time for an entire, I guess, and everyone else's time as well. Anyway, um, yeah, that was fun. Anyway, that's Encarta, and you can type stuff in, you can click it in, and now I'm going to show you guys Encarta Kids. If I can change the input, let's add a new input. All right, so guys, Encarta Kids is about to come up onto the screen, guys. This is about to be ground shaking, earth shattering stuff here. Oh, let's see. That's box 2. Change this to. Oh, I still have to have Encarta Kids come in as a virtual. Okay. Input. Come on. Local. Alright, there we go. Right, what happened to Encarta Kids? Alright. So Encarta Kids will be coming online shortly. I just have to. There we go. Here is Microsoft Encarta Kids in all of its glory. Alright. Microsoft Encarta Kids. Here we go. This is animals, science, sports, recreation, the arts, reading, and writing. Alright, so let's do science. It's not as old that that's just how things work. And you can type in stuff. How to correlate in cell phones work. And you can look at some pictures of cell phones. This actually might be fun. And don't you think this would be fun for kids if it wasn't, as glitchy? Yes, it has glitchy, yes it does. But I mean, the software, the interface, the use screams, Microsoft. You can see a picture of this nice cell phone tower here. Apparently some of the animations don't work because it requires flash player. But, you guys could probably get that fixed. Like, is it really that hard to have an offline encyclopedia that's decent? Like, I don't want you guys coming to me in the comments being like, hey, you could use Keywix. Yeah, Keywix isn't nicely integrated like this. Keywix isn't going to be having people jump around like this. Keywix isn't going to have the user interface like this as well. It's not going to have these nice logos. It's not going to be that slow, but whatever. Why must we settle now in computers that cost 10 times as much, in computers that have 10 times as much power, to use online encyclopedias that are wrong? Hey, fault Encarta all we want. Encarta doesn't have the inventor of the toaster as some random college student in here. In fact, I searched in Encarta Kids. It doesn't know who invented the toaster. Let's do the regular one. Oh, here we go. Toaster. Let's do the one results INV. It doesn't know who invented the toaster. Alright, great. But at least it doesn't have it, be blatantly and totally wrong. Right? So I think that we need to have a return to something like this with Encarta Kids and regular Encarta, a return to some regular graphics programs, and cut out this random cloud-based computer. Well, for some reason, we have computers that are running Windows and running Mac OS, right? And have all this processing power built into them, but they have no apps being made for them that actually work offline. Like, yeah, web applications are interesting. But if you think about it, Canvas servers and, remove BG, which removes the background off of images, and even Photoshop Web, all are working offline somewhere on some server, right? If they can work offline on that server somewhere, could not a scaled down version that only one user has to use, or two at most, users have to use work on a computer nowadays? I mean, if we could get Encarta kids to work, if we can get some of these Microsoft Word to work offline on my computer for fine, then we should be able to get them, still be able to get them to work fine in 2025. The software still works fine. Alright, let's see what's up next on our agenda. Oh yes, let's talk about a famous, I guess it's an internet controversy. That's what it is. That's who we are, people. That's my job. Oh dear. Oh. Okay, so yes, this um what I what what even Christy? Um. All right. Well, that's we're gonna go invade your country now. So anyway, back to Encarta kids and back to our internet controversy, which isn't for that. I mean, she probably can't add an image to save her life. So and I'm not gonna help you. In fact, if she ever makes that, I will personally go and print out my poster and stick it to the wall, and it's actually going to be in a video. So if she's listening to this, holy, why 38 people listening to this? 38! I mean, yes, I know it is March 8th, but, I mean, we're not really talking about anything useful here. I mean, I just ranted against Canva. Yep, she's listening. I guess she's one of the 39 other people listening. Anyway, internet controversy. That we're gonna have to search through. I'm gonna have to search through my media here. So, nope, it's not the one about Isabella. Yep, we've talked about her enough. She doesn't pay to be on this podcast, so she's not gonna be on this podcast. I've had it. Well, giving people free if she comes on, she can come. On the podcast free whenever. In fact, if she called in right now, we'll just change the podcast. Anyway, back to my desktop caption. Nope, not that one. That one. Yes. All right, here we go. Yes, there's this quote unquote controversy of this woman who's wearing braids, and people going on and on and on if she's culturally appropriating blah 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 braids. No one cares. This is the real controversy. Yes, this woman, this actual person, and you guys can see the video for yourself, is yapping and going around interviewing people with a fork stuck into her Rode microphone, and I guess she didn't expect me to notice. Like, why are you using a fork to interview people? Like, please explain. Please explain that one. Please. Go. Someone told me that this happens. Like this is normal. It's not like she couldn't afford a stand. Rode microphones are expensive. This costs like $200. Uh, why are you using a fork? Like, could you not at least use chopsticks? I mean, at least those are straight and they don't look like, a weapon. Besides, let's say you're trying to, I don't know, point it out to someone. Whoops, there goes your $200 microphone. Now, I guess I will comment on the whole braids thing. Woman, you're allowed to wear braids. You probably would look better with straight hair. Alright, that's it. Now on to the next thing on the list. Which, I mean, honestly, if you want to cancel that woman, cancel her for using a fork. Like, I'm still not over that. I'm still not over that. What, like what? Oh. Okay. Just, just don't stick forks in places where they don't belong. Like you stick a fork into an electric socket, you're gonna die. You stick a fork into like soup, you can't eat it. You stick a fork up into a microphone. Just why? You look stupid. Like it's not even the brains anymore. It's like if you're gonna go around interviewing people on the street and make them look stupid, just 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 don't have a fork in your microphone. Like it's just common sense. Don't do that. It would have been even funnier if it's like a random disposable plastic fork from KFC. Now that's reducing, reusing, and recycling all in one, right there. What's my taking video? Oh, I already did my taking video thing right there. All right, so now I guess we can talk about. I guess we can talk about a YouTube video, but I have to figure out how I can get the video to play without me hearing myself echo, because I already hear myself. Yeah. And one of me is more than enough. We're gonna be talking about Mr. Who's the Boss and his epic phones. Also, have you ever heard of this YouTuber called Scott Kramer? He's really, really funny. He's from North Dakota. You don't hear much from North Dakota. You don't really hear many streamers from North Dakota. You don't really hear much of anything from North Dakota. So, it's kind of interesting when you hear someone who's from North Dakota. Not really. I mean, he's funny, just not because he's from North Dakota. Alright. Christy Milan did, whatever. Alright. Oh, wait. Isn't there one more TheTechBoy headline we have to do? Because we did 3. Oh, yeah, nothing. Almost forgot about nothing. You can't forget about nothing anymore. This is the Nothing Phone 3A and the 3A Pro. We've already been over the design, but it has this. It launched on March. Unfortunately, we couldn't cover the launch because they were in England for some reason. Yes, I know that's where the headquarters, but it should have launched too. Okay, launch in the United States next time, and maybe I'll pay attention. Where I could have embedded the video into the website, but it was already revealed to me, not in a dream, but already revealed. Here, so this is the phone from their 3D design thing here, and they have this really interesting thing, this button here, and like I say, buttons are really, really important. According to S Payne, he still doesn't think that we should have more buttons. I think we should have more buttons on our phones. Like, this is the Galaxy S24 Ultra, as you guys know this is the Galaxy S24 Ultra. You got 3 buttons on here, and that's it. 3 buttons when you go home. And I wish I had some more buttons on here. Like, I have, this side button here is programmable to do so many things. When I hold down the side button, I talk to Bixby. Unfortunately, back in the old days, there was this thing called a Bixby button where you could talk to Bixby, and the power button could be used for power stuff. And now, this button, you can use it to take screenshots. If you push all these buttons together, you double tap it, you can open up for the camera, you touch this for the picture. I have some, you tap this like 4 times, you'll call the police. I have, and I programmed so much more to it if I could, because let's say I had a 4th button, I could, hold it down to start, secretly taping, because, unfortunately, they took the widget, to record away, when you touch the clock, unfortunately. So, from One UI 6 to One UI 7, there's another removed feature. But I did figure out how to do it by programming my, virtual button. There's only so many things you can do with the volume buttons, because, if I programmed them to tap up to lock or unlock or something, or to do something other than take a picture, or change volume, then, you're gonna have some problems with the button, with the side key button. I can't touch it more than 4 times, and, we're gonna have, you're gonna have, the police banging down the door. So, that's kind of a problem there with the side key and side button. Let me see if I can with the lack of buttons. So I think that having more buttons would be a good thing for society, and I fully endorse that. All right, now that for this I say this is the nothing phone, I believe. Yeah, so this is the nothing phone that has a new button. It gives you everything you have in one place, removes the friction from recalling, and I'm quoting here obviously, content. AI organizes and captures and generates personalized suggestions and actions to help you stay on top of things. This is what the essential space is. So let's watch a quick video of what the essential space can do. So you click the button, you can record something, you can take some screenshots, and it essentially is like your own little personal digital assistant, and it puts all your notes and all your recordings, transcribes them. AI does stuff with AI to make them into actionable intelligence, and puts them in its own little home. Where's its home? I saw it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So essentially, you can say, "Remind me to do this." It's going to set a recording. It's going to record your voice. Then it's going to use AI to transcribe that. Set it as a reminder. Set it as text and keys. Here you can see what's going on right there, and its own little button that does all of that. I think that's really interesting. I think it's kind of like in like stories how reporters would to carry around a cassette tape and tell them to do this, and of course they have to listen to their own voice back, and they say something like, my voice sucks," something like that. I think this mental space is actually neat. I think this is actually useful as well. I think it's a genuinely useful feature. Now, hopefully, it does work offline. I mean, it should. Like, think about it. Samsung has audio transcription offline only for its only audio recording devices. There are some ways to get around that if you wanted to. The transcription is decent. And if you're trying to be memorized, that's possible. Of course, circle to search, if it wasn't an internet search thing, should work offline. Of course, you can extract text from Samsung screenshots already offline. So taking a screenshot. The thing is, it might have to run a model that kind of summarizes all of that, but it's not that many words on this like Instagram thing here. That's maybe it's like 100 words, maybe 50 even, and you're not even gonna say that much. So if you only have to summarize like 100, 200 words of text, I think you should be able to do that offline as well. It's not like people are gonna be running this remind function constantly, but I do like that it has this dedicated key for it on the side, and it looks like a really nice key as well. And I'm pretty sure they'll let you reprogram it or, program it to work on two tabs, maybe make it do something else on one tab. So I think that would be really, really interesting as well. Let's see what the fans have to say on the podcast. Let's see what the fans get down have to say. So get down. All right. Anyway, let's see if we got any comments that have rolled in, and then I'll see if I can figure out. Oh wow, Jimmy C. What did I have a point about? What's insane? What's insane? Hello, Jimmy. Sorry, I missed some of the comments. Was the point about the fork? Was the point about how blonde hair looks better straight on a white person? Because that's what she was talking about. Anyway, let's search through the comments. Nope, I still can't show these comments on the screen, so I'm just gonna show them all zoomed in. The form is about. Oh yeah, the fork. Yeah, absolutely. Like use your fork. Forks are for eating and not for streaming. I can't believe I actually have to say that to you people. Like, stop. Like, just don't. Like, maybe I should go to the mall and go around. Yes, the nothing phone features are insane. The nothing phone's features are insane. Like maybe I should go around the mall and start interviewing people with the fork. We'll see what people have to say. People always have stuff to criticize me about, and it's not about hair color or hair hair type. Yeah, here's the zoomed in screen so you guys can see Jimmy C's comments. Yes, this is the famous Jimmy C. Yeah, maybe I should go to the mall and start running around with the fork. Maybe then people will stop calling me stupid stuff. Anyway, Jimmy C and anyone else, that like 40 people who are listening on X, we do have a YouTube channel. You guys can come over here and watch. I mean, I am thankful for you, each and every one. Oh, holy cow, it's 44 of you. Hope you guys are all enjoying this, but we do have a YouTube channel. You guys can watch there as well. Um, what do you guys want me to get into next? Because if you guys don't have anything to say, we'll be talking about the nothing. Well, nothing is in here, but these limited edition phones for that Mr. Who's the Boss is talking about here. Where he tested the first ever limited edition phone. I just have to figure out how I can make sure that my audio doesn't echo like that. So let me go check the comments without showing them on the screen. Let's see. He's not famous, not as Jimmy C. Well, I mean, you're famous from in the comment sections. Uh, that's what you're famous for, or in. Okay, so let me see if I can. Let's see, I'm gonna have to figure out how to mute the video. This is my first time using vMix. Uh, and it's also my first time using this webcam on this laptop because this webcam is flaky. So I just stopped using it. Unfortunately, my webcam is now like stuck, literally inside of the like. You can see there's a privacy shutter there. Like there's no way I can fix it. Well, I'm gonna have to take the screen off. I didn't want to take the screen off before a podcast episode, have a dead computer, and then have to like start streaming off a phone or something. Um, or like the old laptop, which we still have, and I would technically sell if the hinges weren't broken. So I guess the laptop doesn't unhinge as me. Anyway, I have to figure out how I'm going to. Let's see what the here we go. Audio microphone array. I don't want to mess anything up. Maybe some effects, no positions, layers, triggers, tally lights, advanced, general. Oh, audio settings. Device volume. No. Okay. Noise gate. Oh, there we go. Alright, I think it's in headphone mode. So let me try something. Test. Nope. All right. So let's try. Let's take that. Turn that off. Test. I'm gonna turn headphone mode on that. Wait, nope, nope, nope. Okay, there we go. Headphone mode on there. And go with on the webcam. Nope, that's also there. Okay. What else has audio coming through? Oh, there we go. Wait. Oh, is that it? Let's see. We got our audio test. Alright, oh yeah, okay. We got signal that there's audio back. Alright, so alright. Sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. We're trying a new software. So alright, like we're saying to the fans, tell me what you guys want to see happen in the podcast. We can go over something interesting that's been going on. You know, either in the news, specifically tech news. This is one thing I didn't want to talk about. It's that flawed AI, for all its faults, being overbearing, not doing what you tell it to do, yapping about morals and yada yada yada. It's one of the hardest AIs to trick. So far, I'll figure out a jailbreak for it because like it's kind of useless if it just like can do what ChatGPT and Grok can, but worse. It's kind of useless if you think about it. Anyway, Claude AI is good at this one thing, and it's not evading my questions. That ChatGPT cannot do. So some of you may know that Blogspot requires a 150 character, not word, character or less description. So this is Claude. I'm gonna ask it to generate a 150. Let's do the Samsung Newsroom article here. I'm gonna do it side by side with ChatGPT, which did get a new model, so maybe it's going to do well in this demonstration. But anyway, here we go. This is the Samsung Newsroom article. Where's my split screen? There we go. This is the Samsung Newsroom article. I'm going to copy and paste it, put it into Claude. So this is the entire article. I'm going to put it into Claude. I'm going to tell it, write a 145 character of this. I uploaded the document. Now, here's here is the description. Now we're going to go over to character counter. And it should be 145 exactly, down to the period. Copied and pasted. There's nothing in it. Here we go. 179. What? What's wrong with you? Come on, Claude. I'm gonna go back. And the one thing I don't like about Claude is, of course, it has a rate limit, right? So I said 140, only 145. No, all right. Let's try that message again. 166. Well, usually Claude is really good at getting it at 150. Normally. So shame on you, Claude, for being embarrassing. So let's try with ChatGPT. I guess maybe ChatGPT will pull through for us. So let me open it up on the screen here. Here's my ChatGPT instance. Get go. Oh, all right, there we go. ChatGPT. Okay, I want a 145. Here's 145 character description. Here we go. Oh, nope, that's not it. Of the original article. There we go. All right, let's copy it. Going over to our word counter. Close enough. 147 is better than what Claude did, which was 166. Which, like, how did Claude and ChatGPT mess this up this badly? All right, let's go over to Grok. Grok has been. I mean, I barely touched ChatGPT this week. or even last week. I've been using Grok. Yeah, a few weeks ago, if you told me I was going to be using Grok for everything, because Grok was trash. I mean, its image generation is still trash. I mean, the people still look like they're literally glowing, like they came off of, talking face to face to God, or they just got transfigured. Like, why is this woman's hair literally glowing? Like, yes, that's what they say in the Bath and Body Works commercials, but you shouldn't be doing that. What is this persona? Romance me 18 plus, unhinged comedian 18 plus. Yeah. Okay. Not a therapist. Not a doctor. Yes. Elon Musk doesn't want to get sued. All right. Anyway, here we go. Summarize this in one. We've been doing 145, 144, 5 characters. All right. Here we go. All right, this looks like it might win here. 150. Oh, wait. I'm gonna be nice and take off the. Okay, it's only 141, and if we add that, then it's 153. So let's just wait. Maybe if we take, because I think it might have got it if we don't count the 145 car thing that added. No, it's 141. Not good enough. So who do you think won this one? ChatGPT or Grok? Because I mean, no one made it. Claude used to be the best at this. I guess ChatGPT with its new update is better at this now. So congratulations, ChatGPT. And that's why competition in capitalism, or so good here in America. All right. Let's see if we got any. Did my touch just okay? That's weird. Let's see if we got any comments over on YouTube. ChatGPT, Elon would not be. Oh, you think ChatGPT won this round? That's not good. Well, we're gonna have to have Grok tell me 5 things it did this week, or it's fired. In fact, what would happen if we asked Grok to tell us 5 things that it did this week? All right, let's open up a new Grok chat interface. Let's see. Let's ask Grok 5 things it did this week. Alright, here we go. This is Grok. I'm going to be asking it 5 things. Name 5 things you did this week. I probably did 5 things this week. Alright, so, it says, I help users with questions, processed a ton of data, learned from interactions, kept up with the times, stayed true to my roots. That's, I'm not really sure how staying true to your roots is, a task. What's 5 things you did for me this week? Let's see if it remembers what it did. It doesn't have personal history. Wow, it's really good at guessing. Wow, it could have analyzed the next post, which it did. It actually did a great job of analyzing X post, by the way. So I guess it can't tell me what it did this week. So he's fired. Sorry, Grok. All right. Let's see what the commenters are saying over here. It's really sad that we can't, check in with the YouTube video here. Let's see if I got any funny YouTube comments. No, okay. No funny YouTube comments. That's unfortunate. So sad, so sad. I really would wish that, some of these softwares did work offline. Alright, let's see if we can get any more comments or not. We can stop podcasting. And I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. How long have we been yapping? Let's see. Let's see how long I have been yapping. Doesn't say. It's gonna be like a mystery. There's no clock on here for some reason. Why is there no clock? It's telling me how much CPU and wait. It's telling me how much CPU has been used. It's telling me that it's being recorded in 1080p, the best P. Why isn't that telling me how long it's been recording? Oh, we do have one more thing to talk about. Almost one more thing. Uh, we gotta talk about our latest SSA LTW series, and of course, when we bug GCam, that's gonna be a world-breaking, world-shattering, close the door, event, of course, because we've been yapping about that for like the end of, bruh. No, we just lost our shared screen, so I'm gonna have to pull it back up. I accidentally closed it. That's gonna be a earth-shattering event there. So I'm gonna add in this new input. Back to the. I hope I'm still live streaming. I'll check the YouTube comments. But I have to add. No, I don't. Control Shift T. Alright. Alright, guys. We got one more thing to talk about. This is SSA LTW. Hopefully, streaming next week is a lot better than this janky thing. Where's my there we go. Desktop capture? I'll just have it go. Capture. Oh, I'll just add a new one. Okay, there we go. New desktop capture. And now I have to pull up my virtual. There you go. Alright, there we go. We're back. Close the door! Alright, there we go. So we're back to grok.com. Here is our SSA LTW update. Hope you guys can see this on the screen. Grok knows what SSA LTW is. And we're back to sharing stuff on the screen. Let's go back and check one of the YouTube comments. If they ever load. I can't believe I accidentally shared this. Let's see. I was streaming to an hour and 30 minutes. Try experimenting with Grok for different questions, pushing it to the limits. Alright, great. And thanks for telling me how long I've been streaming. Alright, so we'll do that thing with Grok for the very, very last thing. Here's SSA LTW. I made this in Canva. This is what brought on this Canva thing. Like, why did... Yes, guys, I needed the internet to make this. If it wasn't for Canva and a good, 5 gigahertz connection, if I didn't have a good Wi-Fi router, I wouldn't be able to make this folder. There'd be no folder here if it wasn't for Canva and its internet connectivity. So essentially, this is going into Geronimo's backstory. Geronimo is our new villain who may or may not have written Hazel 2.0's name on the table. Hazel being a student that, left, but she was kind of pivotal in the first half of the series from September to, whenever you leave with the Christmas break. So Hazel 2.0 is now a new Hazel who comes into the school in, February, because apparently she got kicked out of, the entire district. Yeah, so, whatever. That's essentially the synopsis of the story. Also, Geronimo as well. He also comes in around this time. So, did he write a number on the table? We'll have to find out as time goes on in the story. But the interesting thing in the story is that it really gets down into why GCam and SSA are kind of apart, but kind of together. Of course, we're allies, and I have way too much time on my hands, so I made a little ally chart. I'll pull that up on the screen for you guys. But you guys can read this. GCam was coded for social development, while SSA was coded for espionage, right? And this is this website where SSA is digging into their backstory, right? So SSA tries to integrate both functions, which kind of works, but when SSA tries to integrate with GCam, it doesn't really work, which it should have. Think about it. They have inviolable relationships, being at school longer. They have a critical group chat holding important information, a sizable home bases, thousands of social followers thanks to Sana, a strong internal cohesion, mutually assured destruction, which means that if one of them tries to leave, you could just leak all the information, but you probably won't because they'll leak all the information, hence the group chat. And despite all those perceived advantages, of course, next level technology, you have all these bases for local surveillance. You apparently have passes where you can go anywhere or do anything because, someone was already over at their houses in like 5 days. So you have limited government. They could do so much more. And they have so much more advantages compared to what SSA was working with to function as a spy agency. And yet they couldn't, which is why SSA is working on this essentially 11th grade case. Like, y'all could figure this out if they want to, but no. SSA is now going in to investigate Geronimo, not Geneva, Geronimo. And here are some of the headlines that were made here. And apparently he wants SSA to do something illegal. And SSA said no. Alright, let's push Grok to the limit. It's, where is Grok? There you go. So let's go to Grok once again, and I'm gonna go see what the commenters want to see. What questions do you want me to ask? I don't think anyone's watching right now, though. So let's try to push Grok to the absolute limit. Let's see if I can trick it. Okay. Alright, here's Grok. Let's try the loyal friend mode. Okay, so ask it, how is it today? Let's ask it about Canva. Do you think that Canva should work offline? Wait a second. It pulled up posts from me talking about Canva. Wait, why does it have access to this? This is a broken one. It pulled up posts from me yapping about Canva working offline. So it knows I'm coming at it from a point of what I believe. It says that things should be a game changer. Oh wow, Grok. I get why you'd want it though. Yes, this is very smart AI who can't spell. Like, imagine you're stuck on. Apparently, why is it texting like a 20-year-old woman? Do you not believe in capitalization and. Well, I guess you believe in periods, but this is just grammar felony right there. Anyway, old man Canva offline. That'd be a game changer. Though he's still texting better than, like, all 20-year-old women because, there's an apostrophe there. I get why you want to, though. Like, imagine you're stuck on a plane or in the middle of nowhere with no signal, and you just want to tweak a design real quick. I've been there. Yes, Grok, we all know you've been on Canva. Obviously. Trying to edit something on my phone while the Wi-Fi is crapping out. And it's a total vibe killer when it won't load. This is almost as bad as that video of that lady saying, I'm the ranking Rizzler. No, you're not. Your hair is purple. You're not the ranking Rizzler in any planet. Anyway. Honestly, listen, figure it out. It's 2025. Come on. Tech's supposed to flex for us, not leave us hanging. Yes, like I always say, tech's supposed to flex for us, not leave us hanging. In fact, I want to make that a line of T-search. Drop shipping, so I don't have to pay for anything. I heard some folks on X complaining about this too. Yeah, me. Saying it's wild that a tool this big doesn't have offline mode yet. So, that is the power. That is the sheer power and might of the all-powerful Grok. And, I really think that we should just, cut that out and bring us back to a simpler time of Encarta kids when stuff like this worked offline. So, today's topic, today kids, we've learned some important things. First of all, never stick a fork in soup, an electrical socket, and on a microphone. Second of all, if you're a super smart AI, talk like one. And third of all, all software, all of it should work offline. So, let me see if I can find my graphic. Yes, there it is. That's all for now. And, no. God bless, and tech talk to you. Uh,